So, back for another Believe in Boyt with this Mr. RIME team, and actually did something in the last episode, so I'm happy with that. I have done the main thing that it's supposed to do at least once. So, I'm still waiting to Psyshock something at minus defense though. That's the next thing I want to do. We've got... I was going to say the standard Sun team. I'm pretty sure you have Darmanitan over Sableye normally. I never like facing Sun. Okay, let me correct that. I never like facing Sleep Powder. Like people that just spam Sleep Powder. But let's go with Mr. RIME and Dragon Polt, because I want to be able to fake out the Venusaur potentially. I need Primarina. Then, probably Arcanine. I reckon it's Arcanine. Can't bring Ferrothorn to this. Especially because I don't have Power Whip. If I had Power Whip, then I would consider it for Rhyperior, but... just, well, to be fair, Iron Defense beats Rhyperior better than Power Whip probably does. Because you don't activate the weakness policy and then you just wall it. Body Press will, but you just Iron Defense and Leech Seed instead. Alright, this is everyone's favourite lead. But this is fine, because I can go for Fake Out and Phantasm into Venusaur, and I can sacrifice Mr. Mime to the Eruption. That's fine. I'm content with that. If he goes for Dynamax, a little bit awkward. Don't have Fly on this Dragon Polt. Got Steel Wing instead. But I was intending to pair it with the Ferrothorn to get more defense boost for Body Press instead of Speed Control, because most of the stuff is reasonably slow anyway. So I thought the Steel Wing would be reasonable, but defense drops is fine. So long as this KOs the Venusaur, like, I would expect it to. Because he didn't Dynamax. To be fair, I don't have my weakness policy, so, yeah. Not the best. I do have Extreme Speed on Arcanine in the back. So I should be losing Mr. Mime here to an Eruption, or Mr. RIME. Almost neat, but held it in. But, yeah. Worthy sacrifice so long as I don't get Sleep Powder, because I can go into Arcanine now. And go for Extreme Speed, and another Phantasm. Can't be dealing with Sleep Powder. The only awkward thing here is if he has Dusclops in the back, and then I'm locked into Extreme Speed. Because Phantasm won't be enough. Extreme Speed is pretty uncommon on Arcanine, so I doubt they are expecting that, but that's fine. Yeah, that's reasonable damage. Maybe in Extreme Speed range. Maybe. Oh, big damage. That was actually big damage on Arcanine, to be fair. Yeah, Dusclops then Rhyperior could be pretty bad. Just Sableye. I'm okay with that. So he is at -2 defenses now on Torkoal, so I reckon Banded Extreme Speed can get it. And then I'll Phantasm the Sableye. Okay, Fake Out is fair. And that's... is that going to be in range of Dragon Darts? It's -1 defense. To be fair, both of them will be in range of Dragon... that's Jet Button, okay. Fair enough. It's no longer in range of Dragon Darts because it's lost its defense boost. Defense drop. But... is it Charizard in the back? It is Charizard. So he still has his Dynamax awkwardly. That was a nice chunk from Solar Power as well. So I'm not concerned with the Torkoal actually, so I'm going to Extreme Speed and Phantom Force into the Charizard here. I reckon he's still going to attack the Arcanine with the Charizard, so I could have got away with the Dragon Dance, not Darts. But yeah, I probably should have done that, to be fair, because this is an obvious Phantom Force, so you always attack the Arcanine. But Charizard very easily could sweep through here. So I'm a little bit sad that I didn't have Fly, because Fly turn 1 would have taken care of the Venusaur. That was a good chip. That was a good chip. I did attack into Dragon Polt, nice. That works out pretty well. Because Arcanine survives. Takes another round of Solar Power. Will Extreme Speed and Phantom Force KO the Charizard? He could very easily max guard as well. I reckon he's going to max guard. He did not max guard. So I could have KO'd him. And if he airstreams the Arcanine, that is incredibly awkward. Oh, that would be in range of Extreme Speed. Airstream. It's Dragon Polt, good. Okay, I keep Extreme Speed. Oh, well, to be fair, he's going to... oh, actually, no, because he's got Sableye in the back, so I need Primarina to be able to beat the... No, I'm going to lose to this now. Oh, no, the Sunlight's gone. So actually, no, I'm okay. I'm okay. Primarina survives. Primarina would have dropped to the Solar Power Overgrowth, but I reckon it takes the regular one. Just. So he gets to fake out the Arcanine here. And Sableye is in range of Hyper Voice as well, so I don't need to mess around with that, but Extreme Speed and Hyper Voice. He has to attack, fake out the Arcanine, because that should be in range of Extreme Speed, based on the previous damage, so it'll be very close. But then, surely, without the Solar Power, he doesn't have any way... Oh, he doesn't even fake out. Yeah, so that was enough, and then Primarina takes care of the Sableye. So that was scary in the end. If he airstreams the Arcanine, I think I would have lost there, because he would have put himself faster than the... Oh, nice quash. He would have put himself faster than the Dragon Polt and be able to just take it out that way. So that could have been awkward, but there we go. Beat a Sun team, I'm happy. Always happy when I beat a Sun team. I mean, the Charizard isn't too much of an issue. Like, to be fair, it's one of the strongest Pokemon in the game with the Solar Power. It's the Venusaur that I hate. I hate Venusaur. And I should have had Fly, and it would have dropped turn 1. Mr. I'm doing big things there by sacrificing itself to stop the Sleep Powder. So, that ended up working out quite well. And Extreme Speed did work. Like, he did have a Sableye that couldn't Extreme Speed, but Extreme Speed isn't very common. Like, even back in 17, on support Arcanines, you would see Extreme Speed not uncommonly. Whereas you don't really see it at all. It's, like, exclusively just Flare Blitz, Snarl, Will-O-Wisp on Arcanines now, and then Protect, Helping Hand, or Safeguard. But here is... I was about to say another Sun team. Like, there is a Charizard, and the Whimsicott will set Sunny Day, but it's not... Will you consider that a Sun team? Like, do you consider, like, back in 90, do you consider Groudon to be a Sun team? Like, it's kind of almost like that. Not quite, but it's kind of like that. Right, Mr. Rhyme and Dragon Polt. Primarina for sure. And this one is a bit more justifiable to bring Ferrothorn, because there's only Charizard, and if Charizard is taken down, then Ferrothorn could win. Arcanine is pretty reasonable still as well. I don't like Dusclops. I'm going to bring Ferrothorn. I'm just going to blitz into the Charizard, I think, and then win with Ferrothorn. That's going to be the game plan. Watch my Ferrothorn end up just being obliterated by a 5-move from Charizard now, as my game plan falls horribly apart. If this is Whimsicott and Charizard lead. Do I fake out and take out? Because if I fake out and take out the Whimsicott, fake out and take out, then he still gets an Airstream. And then that still becomes very awkward. Butterfree and Dusclops, interesting. This is okay. Because I can fake out the Butterfree. And Mr. Rime underspeeds Butterfree. So if he goes for Trick Room, then Mr. Rime can then just Freeze Dry KO the Butterfree. So I'm thinking I might even Dragon Dance here. Because Phantom Force doesn't KO the Dusclops and it lets it be able to do Pain Split stuff. So I think Dragon Dance is better here. This also covers for Scarf Butterfree and not Trick Room this turn. Only Gigantamax Butterfree would be awkward, but then that means that there's no like Gigantamax Rhyperior or Charizard waiting in the back, so that wouldn't be the worst thing, but then status can be annoying. Is that even going to be in range of Freeze Dry? It might not be. If it's not, that is incredibly awkward. I'm going to have faith in Mr. Rime. You can do it, Mr. Rime. And I will Phantom Force instead of Phantasm this turn, because I'll make use of his Trick Room against him with the Phantom Force. So long as Mr. Rime KOs this Butterfree. If it doesn't, Dragon Polt will go to sleep. But then I'll be also stalling out his Trick Room, because then he won't get his free switch into Rhyperior. So that wouldn't actually be the worst thing. It would be manageable. But I have a strong preference, I think, to KO the Butterfree. Because then I can start sweeping through with the Dragon Polt in the back. Because I'd lose Mr. Rime to Rhyperior, and then I'll be able to get an Iron Defense next turn. Okay, just Nightshade, that's fine. And then, is Mr. Rime going to be nice and strong? Come on, Mr. Rime, this is your moment! Well done, well done. So now, I'll get a +1 Phantom Force into the Dusclops next turn. So he can't attack the Dragon Polt this turn because the Trick Room is up. Even if he brings in Rhyperior, I can lose Mr. Rime to the... I could switch into Ferrothorn to take it. Is that worth? Because it would still be a +2 Rockfall. I would preserve Fake Out. Do I need Fake Out anymore? I don't think so. So I'll try and Freeze Dry the Rhyperior. But this should be Bulldoze and... it should be Quake into Mr. Rime. You might as well get the Special Defense to take on Primarina better. Could go into Primarina and Dynamax that instead of Dragon Polt, to be fair. That could be better. Because Primarina should take a +2 Quake. But then he should have got +2 Special Defense as well, and he should be able to take the Hydro Cannon. Yeah, there's the Bulldoze. And then, did he Rockfall or Quake? So if he Rockfalled, I could have switched into Rockfall, but he really, really should Quake. Because Quake is enough on Mr. Rime. You don't just need to see a super effective hit and go for it. Like, Quake was... Well, Knuckle actually... Knuckle works as well. So that has become a lot more scary. Because I think that now KOs Primarina. And may even KO Dragon Polt. With a Nightshade following up. That would be close. There's only 2 turns of Trick Room left, though. So I just need to stall out this one turn. Like, so long as Dragapult and Ferrothorn make it through this turn, I'll be able to Hyper Voice the Rhyperior out of Trick Room. So I'm going to protect Ferrothorn, Dynamax. What did he have in the back? Sylveon could be bad. I could go for Protect and Max Guard. Is that worth it? No, I'm just going to do this so I can learn the calc. Can Dragon Polt survive +3? Probably not. And this could be a throw just to find out, because Max Guard and Protect means that I get the Primarina into non-Trick Room. I'd be guaranteed to do that. So if he does Quake the Dragon Polt, very awkward. If he Knuckles the Ferrothorn, perfect. Because then I will Max Guard and just sack Ferrothorn. Okay, he did Knuckle, good. So I will be able to get Primarina. And he hasn't Quaked either, so Primarina will be able to just Hyper Voice now. It will be able to Hyper Voice a non-Dynamax Rhyperior as well. So that's good. That should still be in range of a Phantasm. Because I am +1. I didn't want to KO the Dusclops this turn. So I could have attacked the Dusclops because of the Pain Split, but I didn't want to KO the Dusclops this turn. I should go for a Max Guard here, I think. I'm pretty sure I go for a Max Guard. I will Iron Defense. I think I want to lose Ferrothorn this turn, ideally. So then the Max Guard becomes pointless, because if I lose the Ferrothorn this turn, then I will be able to just attack with Dragon Polt, but I don't really want to lose Ferrothorn this turn. So I'll be able to go for Phantasm into the Dusclops next turn, and that surely KOs. Okay, he did Knuckle, so I could have attacked, so... But that's fine, I get Primarina in. This is exactly the position I wanted. Because there should be Sylveon waiting in the back, but I do have Steel Wing. But then I might as well just Phantom Force. Phantom Force is only just weaker than Steel Wing. But I have one more turn of Dynamax. Even if the Phantasm isn't enough to KO Dusclops, I've got Hyper Voice now. Because he went for 3 Knuckles, he didn't Quake at all. Rhyperior is being KO'd to Hyper Voice. So I'm looking pretty good now. Like, not even Ally Switch can save him. I would expect Sylveon in the back. Like, you wouldn't go full Trick Room mode and have Whimsicott in the back. Or really, maybe Charizard, like, for a late game. But then he Dynamax the Rhyperior, so he surely has Sylveon in the back. But I'm pretty confident Primarina and Dragon Polt can deal with Sylveon outside of Trick Room. So it shouldn't be anything he can do now. Can't think of any magical move that the Dusclops gets that would be able to save, unless it's like Quick Claw Trick Room or something. Would that even work with the priority bracket? I don't know. It wasn't enough. Interesting. Interesting. That's good to know. I would have expected, like, because it only just survives Life Orb. And +1 is stronger than Life Orb. Even without the Life Orb, but the Hyper Voice is enough. That was very good that I managed to get Primarina in. Because if he would have not KO'd the Ferrothorn, then he would have been able to get out of Trick Room again. Because I wouldn't have been able to KO him. I couldn't Body Press, I would have had to Leech Seed. Leech Seed the Dusclops to KO it that turn, but it would still be able to get the Trick Room up before it got KO'd to the Leech Seed. But yeah, there is the Sylveon. I'm not going to risk Steel Wing accuracy, I'm definitely going for Phantom Force. Primarina will take any hit apart from like a Specs Hyper Beam, and if it is Hyper Beam, then it can't attack the Dragon Polt, so. But single target Hyper Voice into +1 Phantom Force should KO. But then I overestimated the Dragon Polt on the Dusclops, so maybe that was good damage. That's probably Specs. I don't think that KOs anymore. Maybe I should have gone for a Hydro Cannon. I didn't want to risk the miss, though. And even Moonblast was stronger, so actually Hyper Voice was a silly move. I should have gone for a Hydro Cannon. Definitely should have gone for a Hydro Cannon. But now I really need Dragon Polt to be strong. Okay, it was strong, so it didn't matter. Okay, so I went for the 100% move. Should have been Moonblast anyway. Moonblast was slightly stronger. So, there we go. Like, should have Moonblasted, but got the roll. Definitely a roll, because that was very close. That would, like, even at single target, that did less than that damage than I expected. But Sylveon is pretty bulky, but not too bad, not too bad. Mr. Rhyme, doing what it does best, just fake out and then dying. So, exactly what it needs to do. But I still want to Psyshock something at -1 defense, just to see the damage. And it did enough damage with the Freeze Dry, though, so content with that. So, a couple more episodes coming up with Mr. Rhyme. Look forward to them. Thanks for watching.